We're here, 52nd annual Twin Cities Auto Show. We have all the new models on the floor, and stay tuned because in about 30 minutes or so, we are going to be on top of that Camp Jeep mountain out there, going to be doing all of the off-road testing for Jeep. Stay tuned for that. There is so much to show here for the 52nd annual Auto Show, and I've no better than the president himself, Scott Lambert here. Scott, a lot of new exhibits, so many cars on display. Take us through what you guys are really happy to showcase this year.
Well, this is the biggest consumer show in the upper Midwest, so we're excited to be open and live again. We've got over 300 vehicles on the main floor. All the major brands are here. Anything that you can buy in the Twin Cities new car market is right here at the Twin Cities Auto Show at the Minneapolis Convention Center.
And not only do we have cars, but we also have puppies, courtesy of Subaru.
Yeah, Subaru Loves Pets is a major entertainment factor here at the show. We had puppies here yesterday. They bring in dogs. You can adopt a dog right here on the show floor. It's very, very popular.
And I know we also have Cars Against Crime, which is cars that we're seeing in movies, seen in TV shows. Take me through what people here are going to be able to see there.
Yeah, it's part of a foundation that supports families of first responders, police, fire, EMTs. It's got a lot of fun stuff in there. It's got a DeLorean with a working flux capacitor in it, so we can all go back in time. It's got Batmobiles. It's got the Scooby-Doo van. It's got a lot of fun stuff, Dick Tracy car, so it's an absolute must-see if you come to the show.
I love it. And we got to talk about the elephant in the room, the tariffs. I'm sure people here at the Auto Show are talking about it. I'm sure the representatives on the floor are talking about it. What have you been hearing?
Well, tariffs are, or the fear of tariffs, are driving traffic into the stores and driving people into the show. So if you're planning to buy a vehicle later this summer, you're maybe thinking, well, maybe we should buy now while the non-tariff impacted vehicles are on the lots. The dealers will buy vehicles 90 to 100 days in advance. So the vehicles on the lots now are not impacted by tariffs. Whatever's going to happen with tariffs, we don't really know what the extent of the impact's going to be. But it's a good time. If you're thinking about buying a car, you might want to think about it now. So people are coming down to the show, doing their looking, and then going back to the dealership and doing their buying.
It's hard. I'm so amazed by all of the technology and all of these vehicles. You've been in charge, president here, for almost 15 years. How have you seen the evolution in car technology?
Well, this is such a dynamic industry. It's always evolving. And when we started, when I started doing this 15 years ago, a push button start was kind of a unique thing. Like, wow, who can imagine that? You don't need a key. Yeah. Now they all have that. The backup cameras, that seemed like such a big innovation. And again, now they all have a backup. It'd be weird to buy a new car that didn't have a backup camera. So the electric vehicles used to be relegated to their own room. Now they're all over the show floor. All of this technology is just always changing. It's going to be an exciting future. Yeah.
Well, Scott, thank you so much for your time. And I want viewers, stay tuned because in just a few minutes, we are going to be over there at the Camp Jeep showcase over there. We're going to be testing all of the off-road features of Jeep, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll send it back to you guys,
Looking
Belle
forward
and Chris,
to
in the
that.
studio.
Yeah, I want to see some tech, Joe.
Driving.
I want to see some tech.
Thanks, Joe.
We will. We'll show you it all.
All right, thank you, bud. Joe McCoy is live at the convention center. He's been checking out the whips, and we asked for tech. It looks like he's in one now. Hey, Joe.
Chris, we have the tech. We're here in a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, and I'm joined by Benny here, who's gracious enough. He's going to be our test driver here. We're about to go on Camp Jeep, which is this obstacle course inside the auto show. This is basically showcasing the rigorous testing that these cars go through before they hit the market. So we're about to take this thing for a spin. Let's see how it goes. Viewers, be warned, it's a bit bumpy, but it's a lot of fun. And for anyone who is coming to the auto show, this is also a free obstacle course you can go to. No need to pay for an extra ticket. So if you're coming, you can enjoy the fun as well. Benny, you've been working for Jeep for a long time. These cars can do a lot. So take us through kind of what this course is testing here.
We're testing a couple of things on it. The maneuverability of the vehicle, the articulation. Obviously, we do have some big obstacles out here that we use. So we're testing all that. Plus, what physically a person can feel when they're inside a vehicle.
Yeah.
Other than just seeing it from the outside or just displayed.
This is going to be a bumpy portion here, everyone. But you can see here, even though it's bumpy, it really is pretty amazing how smooth this Jeep can go over all of these obstacles here. And we're about to hit an 18-foot indoor mountain, they call it here. The roller coaster section of this obstacle course, if you will. This pitch here showing the incline here, 20%, 25 degrees, reaching nearly 35 degrees here. Thankfully, Benny is behind the wheel and not me. And now this portion here, we're gonna test the tilt, 30-degree tilt here, kind of testing the roll of the car. What would you say impresses you most about these cars, Benny?
Probably one of the obstacles I like the most is this one we're on right now.
Yeah.
Kind of shows you those angles you could take with the Rubicon Wrangler that we're in. You could dislocate your sway bar electronically, so it gives you more articulation on your front suspension. So
Yeah.
it gives you that nice stretch.
Here's the final obstacle course here. Showing more of that tilt that this car is able to handle. And again, if you're coming to the auto show, definitely check out this obstacle course here. Benny is one of the drivers. We have lots of other drivers here with Jeep. We're gonna send it back to you guys. That was a lot of fun. Chris, you wanted tech, we gave you tech.
That's cool, man. You know, there's so many things happening around that are interesting. First of all, you have to imagine how hard it is to drive that car live on TV while you're doing an interview, going over at 30.
Yes.
But what's even harder is Mitchell, who is holding the camera right now and trying to keep the camera perfectly
Mitch
straight
is in the back.
while
Yep.
going through that.
He's
So,
the,
shout out Mitchell Yale. Nice work, guys. Appreciate it. And a very effective sales
Mitch
pitch.
is the unsung hero, and Benny's the pro, yes.
Way to go, Benny. Thanks, Joe.
Chris, we're gonna be taking a step back in time. We're coming to the classic car section. We got a 1957 Chevrolet here. We also are gonna be talking with Jamie Helm from Netflix's show, Tex-Mex Motors. Stay tuned for that. A lot of goodies here, Belle. We are taking a step back in time. We are in the classic car room, and I have a very special guest, Jamie Helm here from Netflix's show, Tex-Mex Motors. And Jamie, we are in your bread and butter right now.
We are. This is my favorite room of the show because this is where all the classic and vintage cars are.
Jamie, for those who haven't seen your show, even if they have, what do you guys do on Tex-Mex Motors?
So the premise of the show is we have 2 car scouts that go down to Mexico and find jewels that need to be renovated, and they bring them back to our shop in El Paso, Texas, and Wes and I and the rest of the crew, we fix them up and make them beautiful again.
Yeah. In this room here, is there a car that really kind of stands out with you? This one here. Okay, we're walking right back. We're going back to the Chevy. Why is this Chevy, what is it, 1957, I think it is?
This...
Yep, 1957 Chevy. Why is this your favorite, Jamie?
Okay, so I love GM cars, vintage GM. It's a Bel Air. It's very classic. It's black, which is a very daring color to put on any type of car and make it look beautiful, and the car is beautiful. So, yeah, I'm just more, I like the General Motors line of vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you fall in love with classics?
Oh, that's a long story. Okay. So I'll just say I'm my father's daughter. So
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
was my father's shadow. Yeah.
And I know you guys, especially in this show, part of it is overcoming those hurdles that you run into with these beat up cars that you're trying to put your love on.
Yeah, so with vintage cars, especially customizing them, we have a lot of problems finding parts, you know, or the proper parts. And then being in El Paso, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere, it takes a lot longer to get parts too.
Yeah.
So
What is it like for someone, take us behind the scenes of being on a Netflix show? That's a pretty cool experience.
well, season 1 was rough because we all joined together and nobody knew each other. And we had to agree on build plans, budgets for the cars, what we were going to do. And all of us have dominated personalities because we all have our own businesses and
Right.
jobs. So in season 1, you'll see us come together, and it took a while for us to get our rhythm.
Yeah.
But, you know, that I think was the biggest challenge. I think we have it down pat now, but overall, it's an excellent adventure. You'll never get over all the cameras in your face.
I bet.
And the heat of El Paso is pretty bad.
Yeah.
We're building in the summer, but it's a wonderful life experience, and you know, I hope we get a season 3 soon.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Jamie, you are a natural in front of the camera. Thank you so much for taking the time with us today. And guys, it was a pretty awesome experience here at the auto show. Jamie also got to ride the Jeep course that we were on earlier. She loved it.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, phenomenal.
So we'll send it back to you guys in the studio, Chris and Belle.